Hi, my name is Lena. Welcome to my channel. I have been reading Dragonflight by Mccaffrey. It's the first book in the Dragonriders of Pern series, and I have been reading it as a buddy read with Richardson Reads. We decided each week on weekends to do a short video with our impressions. It's a read for him, but it's first reading for me. So we decided to try and do buddy read this way by making videos each weekends for this month of November. I liked this book. I've read first book. It consists of 4 books, and I read the first one in one day. I liked it very much, and I wanted to continue, but I contained myself because I needed to finish reading Atella for ShakeTube. So I liked the series very much. From the start, it looks like YA series because the protagonist cannot be more than 20. She's a very young girl. And it starts kind of slow. Guys, I'm not sure. I think there will be spoilers. So you might not want to continue watching. But at the same time, it's a first book out of four, so you might get interested in the book, in the reading, the entire series. So I like this first book. It starts, let's say, there is a girl named Lesa who is the sole survivor of the family of Roatha. So I think it was castle. She calls it hold. So I think it was a castle. There was a wall, towers. So her family castle was taken, and her entire family was put to death. And she survived because she hid in the lair of a watch dragon. It sounds great, right? Watch dragon. So, and now at present time in the novel, 10 years, 10 turns passed. So she was about 10 when it happened, and now she's about 20 years old. And she didn't give up. She tries to, well, spoil things for this man who took her castle and killed her family. She keeps fighting. It seems to me that there are 2 types of dragons. One that are used as almost as dogs, as watch dragons, and real fight dragons, fighting dragons, whatever. For some reason, there is a law against grass growing in nowhere, anywhere near human beings, anywhere near their houses, their place of living. I'm not sure about that, why, it's very interesting. She also talks about threads like threads, I'm sorry, and it wasn't explained yet. There are laws that are handed down from generation to generation by the help of harpers. So I guess people sing them, these laws, these lores, these legends. So there are dragon riders, dragon men, and I don't think they interfere with the business of small landlords of all these hordes, because this guy, he conquered 5 or 4 neighbors, took their lands, took their hordes, and nobody did anything about that. Although Ruasa's family, Lesa's family, they were actually in a very good relationships, on a very good terms with Dragon Man. So Dragon Man is a great fighting power, but they do not interfere in these small feudal fights and, I don't know, small matters. So they are kept for something bigger than that. And their respect for them is kind of diminished. So they are not as respected as they used to be. They are not as feared as they used to be. And I think people don't consider them needed. So there is some trouble brewing. And as I can see it, all of them are men riders, because all of the dragons, they are born males, but there is an egg was laid, which contains a female dragon. I suppose it's a rarity, and they need a woman to be a woman rider, dragon woman. And they are on the search for this woman. So I like very much the fact that Lessa isn't really a nice girl. She isn't this sweet, very good character, the one without faults, this ideal, extremely kind and very sweet YA character. She is quite stubborn and very unscrupulous young lady. She has some sort of power. She actually can manipulate men, and she does it to suit her means, to suit her goals. She even manipulates dragon riders, and she knows she can do it, and I don't think she will stop doing this. I think she will cause them some trouble in future, and I'm a bit afraid of love triangle that is kind of, hanging on the horizon. There are 2 brothers. One of them likes you right away. The other, they start forming some sort of relationship. They are not exactly friends. They are not exactly a teacher and a pupil, but they have some special relationship going on, because he actually chose her to try for um, becoming dragon woman. There is some sort of procedure when the eggs hatch. Dragons kind of choose themselves a master, a friend, a rider. And it doesn't always go well. It's a very interesting story, and I liked the way I thought I will be able to analyze everything and I will be able to talk about everything, but it's a good book. It's a very well written book. I don't see any faults with it, and I have nothing to talk about. The only thing I noticed is I like the way she pointed out the size of the dragons. She could have just said they were huge, but she doesn't do that. She shows us this dragon perched on a high tower of the hold, and how he tries to turn around, and how this perch is not enough for him, so he is huge. You can see right away that the dragon is huge. And it was kind of strange, but at the same time very appropriate, the way she did not describe her characters at first. At first she just calls them a brown rider and a bronze rider. A bronze rider, he's of a higher rank than brown rider. So she doesn't actually describe this man. They talk, they have some guesses, some emotional reactions, some, I don't know, playing is going on, but she doesn't describe them physically, their appearance. She kind of leaves it for after. Lessa flies with them to try for the egg to be a dragon woman, to ride this queen dragon. It was very strange, but at the same time it was appropriate. Like, she finished her business, they finished their business, and they have time to spend, and they finally notice each other. I don't know. She also uses mirror, but it also was very appropriate because it was very appropriate and sounded true that Lessa haven't actually seen her reflection in a mirror or in any reflection surfaces. And when she saw herself disguised. Matted hair, dirty face, dirty skin. She also has this ability to blur herself, so she can appear an old woman, something like that. It's a very interesting start to the book, and I'm very curious of where Anne Mccaffrey goes with the story. And yeah, thank you for watching. Goodbye and happy reading.